In the blue corner, blowing in at 55 miles per hour, we have wind. And in the yellow corner, burning at 9,941 degrees, we have sun. It is going to be one heck of a fight tonight, ladies and gentlemen. There's just one question to answer. Who will win? Sun and wind loved to compete against each other and argue about who was best. They often had heated discussions about which force of nature was more powerful. I am the strongest force on earth, claimed Wind. Oh, please, laughed Sun. I am ultimate and supreme. One spring day, Wind decided it was time to settle the argument and said, let's have a contest to see who is the most powerful. How do we do that? Asked Sun. Wind looked down and saw a shepherd with a cloak herding his sheep. He guided them to a valley where the sheep grazed on sweet grass. See that man? Asked Wind. Sun peered down through the clouds and saw the shepherd. Whoever makes him take off his cloak will be the winner, said Wind. You may call upon your own powers only, so please go ahead. Do your best. Then it will be my turn. But this was your idea, said Sun. You go first. Then I'll give it a try. Sun stepped back behind the cloud to wait. Wind thanked Sun for being such a good sport. Then he took a long, deep breath, which he let out with a whoosh. Wind discharged a fierce gust that whipped up the shepherd's cloak. The cloak fluttered all around him like a parachute. The shepherd reacted quickly. He assumed a storm was coming and pulled his cloak tightly around him. Then he called to his sheep to gather close by. How could that have happened? Wind was surprised and annoyed that the cloak was not blown off. Sun, did you trick me somehow? Me? Sun defended herself. I've been waiting patiently behind the clouds. However, if you want another try, go ahead. Thanks for giving me a second chance, said Wind. This time, Wind blew with the force of a hurricane. A few sheep were knocked to their side, but the cloak held tightly by the shepherd didn't budge. Wind's face looked like a ripe red tomato. He was embarrassed. I have failed, Sun. It's your turn, but I doubt you will have any luck either. Sun smiled. When she did, her bright rays began to shine. The sheep began to graze again. The flowers opened their petals. The air became warm and then hot. Soon it was like an oven in the valley. The shepherd began to sweat and took off his cloak. He loved the warmth of the sun. It made him and all the creatures on earth feel good. Sun won the contest. Although Wind was upset, he blew a gentle breeze. The shepherd now sighed happily. The sheep felt good too, for they bayed contentedly while munching on the sweet grass.
Created using Powtoon.